You just opened up DaVinci Resolve for the first time and you're thinking, what in the world is all of this? Well, I've been there. Right now, this probably feels way more complicated than it actually is. In the next 10 minutes, you'll go from an empty timeline to a polished video. You'll actually understand what you're doing. I've spent years learning video editing and building YouTube channels that have taught hundreds of thousands of editors. So I'm gonna save you all that trial and error and show you only what you actually need to get started. Part 1. Creating a project. When you open up DaVinci Resolve, you'll see the project manager. Yours is probably empty, so click New Project. Let's call it My First Video and click Create. And now we're in DaVinci Resolve. Exciting, right? And by the way, you can download the files I'm using in this video for free. Link down below. So go grab them now so you can follow along with the rest of the video. Every page handles a different part of the editing process. Let's start by going to the media page. This is where we'll import everything we need for our edit. On the top left, you'll find the media storage panel. This lets you browse files on your computer, an SSD or any other drive. Right here, I have the folder with all the files we're gonna use in this video. You should have that one too by now. Select them all and drag them into the media pool. And now they're a part of your project. By the way, you don't have to use the media storage panel. Let me delete them real quick so I can show you. You can also just drag your files straight from your computer into the media pool. Now let's go to the edit page. This is where the magic happens. On the top left, you'll find the media pool again with all the files we just imported. If you hover over a clip, you can preview it right here in the viewer. Alright, follow along with me. Grab this recording of me and drag it straight into the timeline. This actually creates a timeline with the same settings as your video. Let me make this track a little bigger. And by the way, you can resize these panels however you like or hide them completely if you don't need them. Same goes for the inspector panel right here. But we'll use that one later. Alright, now that you know where everything is, let's move on to part 2, actually editing the video. In the timeline, you can see a video and audio clip. These are linked together, so if you move the video around, the audio moves with it. Next, press the spacebar to play your video and press it again to pause. It's that simple, super basic. Now, this orange line right here is called the playhead. You can click it and drag it to scrub through your video. Now, there are quite a few bad takes and pauses in this recording, so let's cut those out. Let me zoom in a little. First, I want my video to start right here. Click the edge of your clip and drag it to the right. Alright, let's play that back. Most of my videos start right here, in my studio. Good. Now, the next part is silent, so let's cut it out. One way to do that is by grabbing the razor tool from the toolbar. Click right here at the end of the waveform to make your first cut. Now let's find the moment where we want the video to continue, right before the waveform starts again. And of course, make another cut. Select the part we want to remove and press backspace. There you go. Now we have this empty gap in our timeline. All you gotta do is click the gap and press backspace again, and Resolve will automatically pull everything together. In my studio. First I turn everything on. Now, as you can see, the next part is a bad take. So let's trim that away as well and snap the clip against the first one. You don't always have to use the razor tool. A much faster way to make a cut is by pressing Ctrl+B or Command+B on a Mac. This will split your clip exactly where the playhead is. Now, I want you to continue cutting away the pauses and bad takes until you reach the end of the clip. Don't worry, it's not that long, it's a very short video. And just like that, you went from a blank timeline to a clean, edited video. That's already a real step from beginner to pro. As I mentioned earlier, I actually spent years bouncing from tutorial to tutorial trying to figure all of this out myself. And that's ultimately how I build my YouTube channels. Now again, I don't want you to waste years like I did, and that's exactly why I built my DaVinci Resolve beginner's course. One clear path, step by step from your first project all the way through editing, audio, effects, color grading, masking, and exporting. This course is basically my blueprint for becoming a great video editor. It's 30 lessons in the exact right order. We just get straight to the point. And right now, for a limited time, you can get 50% off at learnresolve.net. Links in the description. It's time for number 3, adding B-roll. Alright, so you just removed all the bad takes and silences. But now, as you can see right here, I'm reading off my script. Well, that's because you're not supposed to see me at all. Right here, I have some clips in the media pool that you guys also have. Those are supposed to help us enhance the story I'm telling. These are called B-roll. So let's hear what I'm saying here. First, I turn everything on and get my workspace ready. Alright, so here I have an animation of the DaVinci Resolve logo. I want you to click and hold it, and then drag it to the timeline, right on top of the video that's already there. That will create a second video track. As you can see, the animation is laying on top of my video, which means you can't see it anymore. As you can see, it doesn't cover the entire video, but don't worry about that. By the way, the clip also has some audio, but we don't need it, so let's get rid of that. Hold down Alt on your keyboard, then left click it and hit backspace. There you go. Let's continue. Then I grab my camera, record tutorial. Now here I need the footage of my camera, but it's way too long. We don't need all of it. So before importing, double click it. That will open it up in here. Now with these handles, you can select the part of the video that you need. These are in and out points. Once you have it selected, select the video and drag it on top of your clip. Trim it, and there you go. Let's continue. Bring everything into my computer. Alright, so for this one I have a clip of a folder with a bunch of recordings. Just select it and let's make a selection like that. And now drag that clip straight into the timeline. Make sure it fits the video and there you go. The next one is very special. And after that I'm usually very tired, but that's when I start video editing. So here you can see two clips of me doing the same action. The first one is a close-up and the second one is a medium shot. Now I want the clip to start with that close-up, and right here when I'm taking off my glasses I want the video to cut to the medium shot where I'm continuing the action of taking off my glasses. So let's double click the close-up, then select the part I need and drag it into the timeline. Now go back to the media pool, double click the second one, create a selection again, and there you go. And now drag that into the timeline as well. Now, if you snap those clips together, you will see that they flow into each other. And after that, I'm usually very tired, but that's when I start video editing. Let's listen to what I'm saying next. Cuts, some music, and a little color. Okay, so first we need a clip of me editing, then of some music, and then where I'm color grading something. Those three clips are right here in this piece of screen recording. Let's double click it so we can make a selection. Let's find something that matches a cut right here with this car. And once you have the selection, drag it into the timeline again. Don't worry about the timing yet, we'll do that in a second. Now go back to the recording in the media pool, double click it, and this time find the piece of recording where I'm adjusting an audio clip. Again, once you have the selection, drag it into the timeline. There you go. Now we need one more clip of me color grading some footage. Let's find it again, adjust the selection, and that's it. Drag it into the timeline. Next, trim the clips until they fit the video. Now, the problem with these screen recordings is they don't really look that beautiful. To make them look polished like this, we're gonna move on to part 4, crop and transform. Head over to the first clip of the screen recording right here. Now, the only thing we want to see on screen are these video files. So let's crop everything away we don't need. To do that, go to the inspector panel on the top right and then go to cropping. In here you can adjust these sliders, as you can see, to crop away everything you don't need. There you go. The downside is that our video below is now visible. To fix that, drag your clip one track up, then go to the effects panel and type in solid color. Then drag that box into the timeline and place it underneath the screen recording. Make sure it's the same length. There you go. Now we still have to change the color. To do that, make sure it's selected and in the inspector panel, open up the color selector. Now in this panel, click pick screen color. Now click the gray color of the folder and that will give the background the same color. Then click on OK. Now select the screen recording again and then in the viewer panel, enable the transform controls. You can do that right here. Now scale up and center the video. That looks amazing. Now I want you to do the same thing with the other screen recordings as well. Now this is what I created, but feel free to do whatever you think looks good. Very tired, but that's when I start video editing. A few cuts, some music, and a little color. And the video is ready to go. Part 5. Effects and transitions. Alright, so creating a transition is easy. All you gotta do is go to the top left corner of a clip and click and drag this lever to create a fade-in transition. Beautiful. This also works on sound clips, by the way. Alright, you can actually find more transitions in the effects panel. Just go to transitions and browse them in here. Just click and drag it to your clip. It's as simple as that. Also, take a look at the other folders because you'll find some awesome effects in here. For example, camera shake. shake. This makes it look like your video is shot handheld. Part 6. Sound. So if you want to adjust the volume of an audio clip, you can click and drag this line up or down. Now, what if you want to adjust the loudness of all these clips simultaneously? Then you just select them all like this, go to the inspector panel and adjust the volume in here. In the timeline, you can also drag in music or sound effects. This song, for example, let's drag it underneath my speech clip. Now let's lower the volume because we want it to be in the background. And of course, let's make the audio fade. Most of my videos start right here, in my studio. First, I turn everything on and get my Part 7, the color page. This is where you will color grade your footage to make it look a certain way. You can change the temperature, tint, adjust the contrast. There is so much you can do in this page and so much to explain, but I'll cover all of that in the beginner's course. Part 8, exporting your video. Let's go to the deliver page for that. On the top left, you can see all these settings. Now, don't worry about that for now. Instead, go to the export preset menu. Go to YouTube and then pick the resolution for your video. If you're editing a short, of course, make sure vertical resolution is checked. Now click on Add to Render Queue and then on the right, click on Render All. Wait until it's done and your video file is ready to be published. I can't believe it. You just went from opening DaVinci Resolve for the first time to editing and exporting a complete video. And of course, if you enjoyed learning Resolve this way, click the link down below and check out my complete beginner's course. You can see the full roadmap and everything we'll learn together. And again, right now, it's 50% off. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next week.